with a 3-7 finish. It is boat number 3, David Redinger.
And boat number 17 out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, riding for Bullet, as well as Quakey Sense, Maxima, Hot Products, and Scat Track. Boat number 17, the Beast, Aaron Gawicki.
And out of South Africa, sponsored by Rockstar Energy, Commander, Burn Industries. It is boat number 1, ZA, with a 2-2 finish, Dustin Matzuris.
Boat number 24 out of Liberty Lake, Washington, with a 10-6 finish, riding for Commander Industries, Derek Helm.
And aboard of Kawasaki, sponsored by Commander Industries, Burn, Rockstar, and the K1 machine. He is from South Africa, 2ZA Tyron Matzuris.
And boat number 34 is not here, Jeff Wright, so we're going to go on to boat number 51 out of Miramar, Florida, riding for Hydrospace, sponsored by Broward Motorsports, Team Mean Racing, Exotic Signs, Hamilton, Weber Power, and Jet Tribe. It's Speedy David Cabrera.
He is out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Boat number 88, running as a privateer this year, Rob Flores.
Out of Sacramento, California, riding for Bullet, sponsored by Liquid Militia, Jet Lift, the Gold Club of San Francisco, Fly, Scat Track, Riva, 1-800-RADIATOR, Jet Tribe, Shark Energy, Ultimate Watercraft, Slippery, Bullet V2, and Gasket Technologies. It's Pistol Pete Zernick.
Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete, baby.
I like Z-Force better. Out of Bountiful, Utah, sponsored by Bullet, HydroTurf, Jet Tribe, Scat Track, Queen Racing, Jet Lift, KMG Racing, Mystic Lubricants, Hurricane Industries, Rhino Power, Shark Energy, and Oakley. It is B-Rock, boat 182.
And coming to us from Ichihara, Japan, riding for ProWatercraftRacing.com, KMG, Mystic Lubricants, Shoei, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Ultra Motorsports, and Scat Track. Number 220, the Samurai, Toshi Ohara.
Out of Flowery Branch, Georgia, sponsored by Optima Racing, Riva, Blosian, IPD, Jet Pilot, Trinity, 100% Judge Motorsports, 316, Jordan Carroll.
Boat number 658 out of Sparks, Nevada, riding on K1 with a 5-3 finish. Sponsored by Commander Industries, Burn Industries, Fly Racing, and the Liquid Militia, Ian Roberts.
Out of Gardnerville, Nevada, sponsored by Commander Industries, the FAM C4 Performance, boat number 702, Thomas Pagan. That is your field for Pro-Am Ski GP. And a quick recap on that. Toshi Ohara in the second moto with a hole shot mic, and then missed a buoy on the final lap. Still, I see on the score sheets, managing to get back up into fifth because of the lap traffic. Great job for the gentleman aboard the Proforce boat.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he was able to get through that lap traffic, slicing and dicing, and he's definitely going to be the one to watch here. Toshi Ohara on the new Proforce boat built by Chris Haggist and Company. And folks, those of you watching on the live feed from Facebook or the Visit West Virginia live stream, keep your eyes on this.
And I'll tell you what, keep your eye on that bright orange boat. Gentleman on number 182 is B-Rock, and he is currently working that pole position. And then he has got a whole lot of very fast company right next to him.
Yeah, Dustin Matzuris going 2-2 so far this weekend, and probably in the lead. He's in the lead for top of the podium coming into this one. So we'll keep our eyes also on the Mots.
Yep, all three of the riders lined up on that inside. And again, we are looking at a 12-minute moto plus a lap. That is what these guys are going to be doing on the track in mere moments. And Tyron actually got a celebrity holder down there. In fact, such a celebrity he ran in the corporate challenge yesterday, and that is Chad Cole.
Chad Cole having the fastest time in the celebrity challenge.
Twice.
Yeah, the corporate challenge, not celebrity.
Celebrity corporate.
Mark Gomez would have been riding if it was celebrity.
Aaron Gawecki, by the way, on the pole position on that outside. We had a flag go up because we've got Brock Austin had raised his hand for a 2-minute hold, but we have no 2-minute holds.
Yeah, exactly. There is no longer 2-minute holds in the pro class, and we had talked about this. And somebody went through the band over here on the left and the right side.
Actually, yeah, he thought we were ready to go. I'm ready. You're ready? I'm ready. All right, so yeah, once again, they had no 2-minute hold, so we're basically just getting everybody lined up. Now, that was just a break, actually, for Brock Austin, as we had to get everybody restacked. That's really all they're waiting for. It's not a true 2-minute hold at all, because there is none. But just catching a break here. Again, not sure what's going on underneath the hood, but definitely some consternation down there in the Austin team. And you can tell because everybody's really quiet. That's normally not a quiet group.
They're all looking down like, hey, dude, what's going on?
Yeah, don't like seeing that when they're trying to fix something on that boat. That guy has had such a great, stellar career. I mean, he's been awesome ever since he started racing. Of course, he came from a racing family. Bill Austin, one of the gentlemen down there right now trying to help him out, actually started that career. Bill out of Bountiful, Utah as well, and his whole family used to always go out to the races. And they're clapping because they're back going again. And meanwhile, Bill going to run down and looked like he needed a hold for somebody. He's like, hold on, I'll be right back. He was holding for Jordan. Or might have been Zernick. It's actually holding for Pete Zernick. All right, so they're actually going to hold the rubber band. That's new. I want to make sure that that rubber band works, so they're going to actually hold it. Indicating, unfortunately, they are going to call a false start on one of the riders. So tough break.
Two of the riders,
oh,
Gawicki and Helm, call a false start on both of those riders, and a tough break.
Oh, I see. All right, so it's going to be Gawicki. And I do believe that's Derek Helm, isn't it? Was the other rider that got penalized?
And it looks like Brock Austin. Austin with the hole shot here in his home state.
Yeah, and Toshi OHARA got the outside.
Austin missing a buoy.
What? No. Toshi OHARA from the inside split, perfectly positioned to walk away with a hole shot.
Oh, no. And look, he stalled out right there on turn number 3 on the outside. Tough break for Austin.
Oh,
and
man.
it's Toshi OHARA, the samurai, followed by Redinger, with Moto3 in 3rd. Ian Roberts in 4th. All together now.
Tyron in 5th. Going to be Aaron Gawicki after a dead engine start in 6th. Cabrera in 7th. Derek Helm in 8th. Pete Zernick in 9th. And Jordan Carroll in 10th. And wow, just wow. And unfortunately for B-Rock, it looked like they got the boat started and everything was going to be okay. Had the hole shot, Mike, going to the outside, and then suddenly things went bad.
Boy, I tell you, it looked like he was coming over. He was looking for that red buoy, and there was no red buoy there for him. And you could see he just kind of stopped. And what a tough break for B-Rock, man, as he took a first place in that last moto, poised rather for a podium position.
And I tell you what, it's this kind of packed talent that you see in the field that has caused some of the great racing, and Toshi OHARA doing his best after 2 laps to open up the gap as much as possible. He's trying to check out on this race. And Rediger 2nd, Dustin Moto3 in 3rd, Ian Roberts 4th, Tyron Moto3 5th, Gawicki in 6th, Helm in 7th, Zernick in 8th, Jordan Carroll in 9th, and Cabrera 10th. Again, that's how it looks for your first through 10, and I am just wow on this race.
You know, you had to know something crazy was going to happen. It's been crazy the first 2 motos, and you know, again, some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield, and some people are the bug today, and some people are the windshield today.
Well, and in B-Rock's case, some days you're that in the same race in the same couple of buoys, because, man, he had this thing locked.
Yeah, he had one heck of a start, timed that start absolutely perfect after having some issues before the restart. And look at Toshi OHARA. Toshi already with a full straightaway advantage over 2nd and 3rd place. Now, if things stay as they are, OHARA with a 1.51 would give him a 7. A 2.23 would also give Moto3 a 7. Would give Toshi OHARA the overall victory. So the story here is that Moto3 needs to get past Redinger if he wants to stand on top of the podium tonight for Commander Industries.
Well, that's your story. So Toshi OHARA currently in a tied situation with Dustin Moto3. Both of them with a 7. Dustin needs to get around David Redinger. Redinger, by the way, is in 2nd place. Both of those riders on the backstretch, just starting to enter the split section. So it's boat number 3, David Redinger 2nd, and Dustin Moto3, the gentleman that looks like the Angry Hornet out there on black and yellow boat. That's your 3rd place rider on the 1ZA. gentleman that we've been talking about.
And Redinger down the front straightaway. He's got about 4 seconds right now on Montzuris. Roberts still in the 4th spot, 6:58 out of Sparks, Nevada. And then Tyron Montzuris moving up into that 5th spot.
Yeah,
Gawicki, I'll tell you what, the man on the move, though, the beast, man. I'll tell you what, already he came into 6th place by lap number 2 here. And started with a dead engine.
He was actually there on the first lap, Mike. They came out of that split, and by the time they had the first lap, he was already up in that spot. And I wanted to just point out as well, in 5th, Tyron Montzuris, the gentleman that actually won in Reno, Nevada back in 5th. Just give you an example of how deep the talent is here in the Pro-Am Ski GP class. That is amazing.
OHARA already catching up to the back markers, and we're not even close to halfway in this one. This one doesn't do. This one doesn't. 4 minutes in. We're 4 minutes in, 8 minutes to go. And again, I'm keeping my eyes on Dustin Montzuris and Kevin Redinger. Or I'm sorry, David Redinger, rather. David Redinger, top left-hand side of the track. That is your battle for 2nd and 3rd place. Again, Montzuris must get past Redinger if he wants to take the overall win. Toshi OHARA is doing what he's got to do.
You know, Toshi OHARA had been taking that inside split every lap. I noticed he went to the outside this time and already starting to make his way through some lap traffic. And just a huge acknowledgement for Chris Haggis, the gentleman that actually designed that Proforce boat. If you want to find out more about that, go to ProWatercraftRacing.com. And first time we've had the opportunity to watch Toshi OHARA on the national tour, at least this year.
Yeah, it's the first time we've had the opportunity to check him out here. You know, we've seen him at the World Finals in Lake Havasu on several occasions, watched him grow up from junior till now. And I'll tell you what, it looks like this kid is maturing to be one heck of a close course rider.
So David Redinger still 2nd, Dustin Montzuris 3rd, Ian Roberts in 4th, Tyron Roberts in 5th, Aaron Gawicki in 6th. Tyron Montzuris in 5th, Aaron Gawicki in 6th, and we have Derek Helm in 7th, who also had to start with the dead engine.
All right, so it's been the Samurai Show here at the Red Desert Championships. As you see the Samurai coming out bottom right-hand side of the track from the outside split. And now down the front straightaway. We are currently halfway there, 6 minutes down and 6 minutes to go.
All right, if you were looking for the gentleman out of Ikehara, Japan, Toshi OHARA on the left-hand side of the track, he's got a boat with a lot of white on the side. The number on the boat is 220. He'll be hitting that backstretch in a moment. And there he goes. Still working his way through this lap traffic. Gentleman that is in 2nd is on boat number 3, red and blue boat. That's David Redinger. Dustin Montzuris on a black and yellow boat, number 1 on the side. It's your 3rd place rider. 4th place is going to be Ian Roberts now. Ian on a black and green boat, 658 on the side of his boat. 5th place. Go ahead.
Tyron's still in that 5th spot on the 2ZA. Toshi OHARA has already lapped up to 6th place, Dawn.
Wow. Just hit the end of the front stretch. Oh. Pete Zernick getting a little bit of a rodeo. Gentlemen, they got a 4th place in the first moto. Having to do a one-legged monkey tail drag there to save that boat on the front stretch. Does manage to do it. And look at Dave Rediger continuing to hold off his riding mate and part of the same team, Dustin Montzuris.
So about 5 seconds right now. 5 seconds in between second and third place. That's where I'm watching still, Dawn. That has the biggest implications here.
Oh, Mike, Dave Rediger coming off that final turn, got a little bit of the nose underneath the water and almost stripped him a little bit. Had to drop down to the tray mine just for a second, and that is going to be enough to get Dustin Montzuris a little bit closer to that number 3 boat. As Mike has talked about, what Dustin Montzuris needs to do now, get around David Rediger, and he can take the overall for today. David Rediger, however, is like, I like number 2, and I want to stay here.
Yeah, and speaking of David Rediger, he's got a 3.7.2 finish, would give him a 12. I guess we could start doing some moto math. A 2.23 would give Montzuris a 7. A 6.45 would give Tyron Montzuris a 15. Wow, and Brock Austin with an 8-1 now out. Toshi OHARA, obviously 1.51 would give him the overall. Ian Roberts, a 5.34 would give him a 12, and I think that would give Roberts up onto the podium. So unofficially, unofficially 12-3, wow.
Kind of interesting over on the left-hand side of the track. David Cabrera actually was trying to move over for Tyron Montzuris and moved into the line Tyron was trying to put Tyron down on the tray. Tyron came back over him, and then Ian Roberts was trying to sneak in. Ian Roberts went down on the tray as well. So a lot of action out on the track. Those guys battling it out. That was the 6th place position that we were talking about. Meanwhile, David Rediger still holding off Dustin Montzuris. Is just me. It looks like Dustin's getting closer to David Rediger.
Oh, he is for sure.
And Aaron Gawecki up there on number 17. By the way, Carson, Aaron Gawecki is a lap rider. Oh, you're going to do that? Okay.
All right, so if things stay as they are, Toshi OHARA would take the overall, followed by Dustin Montzuris in second. David Rediger would be in third. That would be your top 3. That's if things stay as they are.
All right. Again, Commander Industries got to be super excited. Betsy Webster listening in. Dustin Montzuris and David Rediger right now fighting it out to see who's going to be where on the podium, and that's your second and third place riders. Meanwhile, Toshi OHARA, if he continues the final couple of laps here, he's going to take that unless Dustin Montzuris gets around David Rediger. We still got a lot of racing left. I did see the lap rider flag come out for Aaron Gawecki as Rediger trying to get around him, and Dustin Montzuris also trying to get around.
Yeah, Montzuris right back in the game as Rediger takes a look by. And we'll see as they head down the back straightaway. And it looks like Rediger going to try to find some clean water on the outside of Gawecki's jetway.
Man, what a great story on this young kid out of Japan. Flew all the way over, hung out in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, just to get a little acclimated, then showed up yesterday and took the Red Desert Championship by storm. It's first time for Toshi OHARA to get to be a part of the national tour, and I got to say, it is so cool. Me personally, I'd love to see him do the rest of the tour. Got a great combination between rider and machine, and he really seems to get along quite well with that Proforce boat. Gentleman that I'm talking about just coming into that outside split, which is kind of an interesting change for him, as he'd been taking the inside most of the day and pretty much all day yesterday. Chose to take that outside split, and that's the gentleman in the lead on that front stretch, boat number 220.
Once again, we sure do appreciate everybody for tuning in to the Hidden Trail Sea-Doo Pro Watercross National Tour, presented by Jet Lift and co-sponsored by Solus, Shark Energy, Jet Trim, Jet Renew, HydroTurf, Watcom.com, Bomber Eyewear, Squatch by Jack Links, and here locally by Bash, of course, the beach at Sand Hollow, and visit St. George in the city of Hurricane. Thank you all for checking us out. How about that? So there can't be too much time left to go. I'm guessing maybe the white flag will come out this next time around for Toshi, the samurai, who has been carving it up this weekend.
Wow.
There we go. The white flag is now coming out as we speak.
Kind of perfect timing for that, Mike. So the gentleman that has been sponsored by ProWatercraftRacing.com, also sponsored by KMG, Mystic, Shoei, Jet Trim, Jet Pilot, Ultra Motorsports, and Scat Track. And all his sponsors got to be really excited for this guy. Again, all the way over from OHARA, Japan. And he is currently the gentleman sitting across at the very top of the podium, and it is only going to be a couple more buoys before we are able to give you that final call. But man, what a job he has been doing out there on the track. And I mean, he's got some of the top names. And the biggest upset, though, was B-Rock. What a tough break for that guy, having to pull off the track after that tremendous hole shot. Took a win in moto number 2, and then it just fell apart on him after missing that buoy. Meanwhile, Aaron Gawecki still holding off Redinger and Matsuris.
And it looks like we got some kayaks over there by our penalty buoy. And Toshi OHARA, the samurai, looks like he is going to stand atop the podium.
Woo! Congratulations for him. Now, did he go out and pick up that makeup buoy?
Yeah, he actually did, and said hello to a couple of kayakers at the same time.
Yikes. Unusual that we have anybody on the course, but that was actually over by the penalty buoy, and so they actually snuck in. All right, checkered flag coming out. And as I look up that battle continuing for Redinger, David Redinger and Dustin Matsuris, so we're just looking out here to see how those two are going to end up, and it is David Redinger that's going to hold on to second.
And that's going to put him up onto the podium. Congratulations to Redinger, and Dustin Matsuris will still make the podium.
And Dustin Matsuris in third. It's going to be Tyron Matsuris in fourth. All right, again, we were just watching the finals here for the Pro-Am Ski GP. Mike has already kind of talked about that, Mike, but really what Dustin needed to do was get around David, and with the complication of that lap rider that wasn't moving over, and unfortunately it still worked out okay for Redinger. He was able to maintain that second place on that third moto. Dustin Matsuris with the third, and that's how the podium is going to look.
That's how the cookie crumbles, huh?
It is.
I'll tell you what,
Toshi,
I'm sure there's going to be a couple words down there in the tech area.
I think there might already be a few. Okay, so Toshi taking the win. It is going to be Dustin Matsuris second, and as you said, David Redinger to the podium for third.
All right, so once again, that is going to wrap up our closed course program.
Hey, a special thanks once again to Dawn and David for loaning us the KMG umbrella today. What a lifesaver that turned out to be.
Hey, by the way, Rick Ignacio, can you go ahead and cue us?
We'll go ahead and do the turn off on the live stream. We'll do the little sign off for you, and then we're going to finish up and start our award show.
And but we've got Mark Gomez that's going to be coming out doing Pro Freestyle right after the sign-off.
You're not getting any shade.
How about it for Toshi OHARA? There you go. You might want to get a picture of that. Toshi OHARA from Ichihara, Japan, will carry the checkered flag. How about that? Put your hands together for him. And he did it in true fashion. You know, he missed a buoy, but he had passed so many people. Still took a fifth place that second moto, even though he won all three. That guy right there, I'll tell you what, my hat's off to him. Did absolutely amazing. Great job, Toshi OHARA, earning his nickname, the Samurai.
Oh, man, so cool. I tell you what, David and Dawn, Chris Hagest, and all the gang down there from ProWatercraftRacing.com, as well as KMG, great job, you guys. I know they're absolutely thrilled. to get a chance to not only have him over, because this is logistically a little bit of a challenge to get that rider over here from Japan. Are we on and ready to go?
Hey, Rick, we ready to go? Okay.
Oh, we're live.
We're live. Hey, everybody.
Hello. All right. So, Mike, I tell you, just a quick recap right here as we watched the final couple of motos in the Red Desert Championships here in St. George. I'm the only one with the umbrella at this point, you poor guy. Just want to do a quick recap. What were you thinking of all the stuff going on this weekend?
Man, I'll tell you what, there was a lot of drama here this weekend. The Farthing breaking the turbo before the first GP class, and Trey Frame getting his first win in the Pro Runabout GP class. So, great job by Trey. Tough luck for Dustin, but we know that we'll see him back.
Oh, absolutely. And then when you go to that Pro Ski GP class, I think, again, the big surprise, we got the opportunity to watch that Proforce boat out on the water. And as Chris Haggis had promised, that boat is so much fun to ride. And Toshi Ohara, wow, the gentleman that had never had a chance to be on the national tour, comes out here and starts wicking it up, and the moto's going to take the win today. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, the drama in that class right there is the missed buoy on the last lap, and he was on the inside split, so he couldn't go up and make up the penalty buoy. Little bit of drama right there, but you know what? He came back, saved it in fine fashion. Also the drama in there, Brock Austin. Tough time with that start right at the beginning.
Yep.
Two people jump the start. He gets another opportunity, goes out in hole shots, and then gets lost over there on the top right-hand side of the track and has engine trouble. So a tough break there for B-Rock.
Yeah, and I tell you, a big acknowledgement for him. He actually ended up winning that second moto, and I tell you, I know that those guys also will be back. Congratulations to Brock Austin from making the podium last week. Still put in one heck of an effort this week. We're going to be seeing more of the orange and black boat as well.
No drama from Sam Nemi, though.
No, he's easy peasy, too. Gentleman that's been doing so good on the national tour, the guy that owns the Broward Motorsports. Just continuing those winning ways on that Austin Whammer-built hull that he is working with, boat number 13, and 13's been the lucky number for him.
And speaking of winning ways, Mark Gomez is doing some freestyle for us right now. Has already took the win in Pro Freestyle, as he is the current points leader in Pro Freestyle as we head to Atlantic City for round number 5.
Yeah, but then the final upset that we had, that also turned into a good luck for the slugger. Troy Snyder walking away with the win this weekend in the runabout box stock class. As you can see, we had a lot of flipping when we looked at the score sheets, but it all turned out pretty great and made for some awesome racing action.
And Troy said Bradenton is in the house here in the Red Rock Championship.
Boom.
Yeah, boy.
Boom, boom, baby. All right, I am Don Dawson, and of course, this is Mike Young. We got a lot of great sponsors we want to thank, starting off with Hidden Trails Motorsports, Sea-Doo. Also, a special thanks to Jet Lift.
As well as Solus, Shark Energy, Jet Trim, HydroTurf, Watcon.com, Bomber, Jet Renew, and of course, Squatch by Jack Links.
Oh, very good. And again, special thanks locally. Visit St. George. Just go to stgeorge.com, or if you're too lazy to type all that in, I got an easy one for you. Go to ProWaterCross.com. We got the link right there.
Also sponsored locally by Washington County, the city of Hurricane, and of course, Bash, where we're at right now, the beaches at Sand Harbor.
All right, and again, special thanks to all the rest of our great sponsors, our racers, our fans, of course, all the great crew that we had this weekend. I guess we'll see you next time on the East Coast. We're heading over to Atlantic City.
Yeah, Don, I'll see you actually at Lake Hartwell. I'm going to be hanging out in Nashville and Music City, USA during the Atlantic City race, but I wish you all the best. Folks, you at home, stay tuned either way. Don Dawson, Mike Young, peace out.